Conscious assumptions. Everyone is your mirror. Take a look at your mirror. Look closely. You'll find the greatest secret of all relationships. That's not clickbait and a catchy introduction. This is indeed the greatest of all relationship secrets and possibly the only one you need to understand. So, what do you see in the mirror? Is it just yourself or everyone in the world? Now, here's the secret. Every single person in your life is your mirror. This means that others always reflect parts of your consciousness back to you. This allows you to see yourself, grow, and change your beliefs about who you are and about other people. Acknowledge this simple truth and your relationships will positively change. The qualities you admire in others are a part of your consciousness, which goes for those that you dislike. This means that you must be the change if you want to see change in anything in your relationships. Get it? I know it might sound too silly, too easy and hard to understand at the same time. But let me explain. This is conscious assumptions, where we study the law of assumption and discover its secrets. If you struggle with relationships and cannot understand what causes your problems, then don't worry. This video might change your whole perspective and you'll look at the world with a fresh, bright, and clean view. The mental guru of the New Thought author, Neville Goddard, said all the people in the world are only yourself pushed out. Try considering the world around you is only the perspective your brain creates. Isn't that true that we look at things differently? This means that the people you see are a creation of your reality, which is the only reality you can personally experience. It is a projection of your brain, or consciousness if you will. Your relationships mirror who you are, or more accurately, who you believe you are, by what you assume, what you feel, what you imagine, and what you think is true. With 6 senses, you create your reality. And since your relationships are part of your reality, it is you that creates your relationships. Therefore, your relationships with others are an opportunity to experience yourself. Everything you admire in another person reflects some aspect of your inner world, which goes for what you dislike. To perceive a certain quality in another person, that quality must be part of your consciousness. There is no way to see it otherwise. Try to analyze yourself and the people around you. Do you love that your partner is caring and attentive? Maybe that's the quality you value in yourself. Your partner is highly jealous and you hate it? Maybe that's because you're jealous and you hate it in yourself. What if failed relationships happen when one or both partners can no longer stand to see themselves in the other person, not realizing that they're staring at themselves in the mirror and hate themselves? When you realize that everyone and everything is your mirror, you can learn to recognize yourself in other people. Only then do you know that there is no room for blame, there is no room for judgment, and there is no room to feel like a victim of another person's actions or words. You're a victim of yourself. Don't we all love ourselves, or at least try to? When we realize that we are out of relationships, we understand that there should only be room for love, understanding, and gratitude. A compromise that comes easy, and forgiveness that is a given. This simple truth applies to all of your relationships, family, friends, colleagues, and even those you deem your enemy. Let's take a peek at your relationships. Let me guess, did your intimate relationships tend to be similar, if not identical in their result? Did you notice how the overall experiences and outcome of each of your relationships remained the same no matter how many times you changed the partner? If those were struggling times, then the repetition of the same challenges, frustrations, and insecurities leave you compelled to try again. However, understanding that everyone is your mirror is the most powerful and fastest route to positively changing your relationships. Of course, changing yourself is not so easy because it all starts with your core beliefs about relationships. Your past experiences have created your fundamental core beliefs, what it means to be in a relationship and how you should treat other people or be treated by them. Your first relationship experiences include what you saw as a child, the music you listened to, the books you read, the relationships between your parents and other people, and countless other sources. The more these moved you emotionally, the deeper a belief was ingrained about what you perceive at that time. In this way, some people adopted positive thoughts about relationships, that relationships are positive, joyful experiences, while others embraced the opposite, that relationships are a symphony of heartbreak. If your experience was challenging, you probably surrendered yourself to a negative belief. Relationships are complex, you're useless, or blah blah blah. Maybe you even believe that the only relationship secret is luck, timing, or divine will. Don't be silly. Since these beliefs become part of your belief system, you declared them valid even if they're not objective facts. Therefore, you continue to attract the same relationships. And yet again, if you can't help but wonder why what started with such hope has again ended with no hope, never realizing that your relationships reflect those very beliefs back to you. Okay, so what have we learned so far? The concept that everyone is your mirror tells us that the qualities you see in your partner are your mirror. They show you something about yourself. The more you dislike a specific quality, the more it shows you a part of your consciousness that you are not seeing in one of the following 3 ways. Reflection 1. It is also your quality. If you hate your partner's jealous nature, you may also find yourself jealous. Maybe not of them, but of others. If your partner treats you with disrespect, consider whom you treat with disrespect. It may be a friend, a family member, people that serve you, or maybe yourself. If your partner has insecurities that get you down, perhaps you're insecure somehow. These qualities annoy you so much because they are also yours. If you do not acknowledge them as your own, they will continue to frustrate you. Own them up, and you'll change them. Reflection 2. Your beliefs about other people. If you believe other people should not be trusted, you will lack trust in your partner. If you consider no one truly cares for you, your partner will fundamentally lack that quality of care. If you think people are dishonest, you will attract a relationship where you find your partner lying to you. Make sure that these beliefs about others are not also your qualities. Either way, they are your mirror. Reflection 3. The way you treat yourself. How do you treat yourself? Or what do you believe about yourself? If your partner criticizes you, you may be overly critical of yourself, and perhaps others. If your partner ignores your needs, what if you ignore your own needs? If you believe that your partner disrespects you, how much do you respect yourself? Since everyone is your mirror, teach others how to treat you by how you treat yourself. There has always only been one common denominator in all of your relationships. You. Whoever the other person next to you is, no matter how many times you change them, the fundamentals of your relationship will remain unchanged because they are simply mirroring you. It can be no other way. This realization may be frustrating, and you may even deny this. However, try not to reject something that is a simple truth. The good news is that you too can enjoy a loving relationship that previously seemed out of reach, and the only person you need to change is yourself. Bring the changes you want to experience in your relationships. Changes not on the outside, but on the inside. So, what do you think? Do you agree or disagree with this statement? Leave your opinion in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss an upload, and you can enjoy the excellent content we send your way.